go. I'm gon' get it, yeah. Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bruh. I swear to God I'll get it, bruh. Hey, I ain't never giving up. Yeah, I never give up. I got this, man, I got it. I will not quit, I'm on it. Never off it. Got the block lit, I'm toxic. Spitting logic. Alright, so you've always seen me get cars, doing them like the Lada, the Commodore, you know, bits and pieces, the truck, but you never actually see me go and pick them up. So this time I'm going to pick a car up and I'm actually going to bring you along with me. But first of all, we need to upgrade the winch on the trailer because me and a mate broke the hand one. So now I'm going to upgrade it to an electric one. Alright, so I've bought a 5,000 pound winch for the trailer, just a cable one. This thing's come with everything, so it's got a wireless remote control, it's got a wired controller. So this will fasten to the trailer, you know, in out, pretty basic. But it's got everything, wireless one, the rollers, the winch, the cables, and I even bought an Anderson plug to charge the battery that'll go on here so it can run from the truck. And then eventually I will buy a solar panel to go onto it so that battery will remain charged no matter who, what, when, where or why is using it. So yeah, this is basically it. I'll drill the holes out, I'll mount this plate and I'll drill the holes and everything. That's how I've already fastened it, so I'll have to put some holes in for these because it sits lower, but I'll mark this, drill it, and then we'll get into fitting it, hey? Alright, so I've drilled the holes in. As you can see, the two bigger ones, the bolts will go through it like that. And then I'll bolt the winch onto there, feed it up from the bottom, and we should be good to go. So I'll bolt that down and then we'll get into the wiring, eh? Alright, so some of you may have noticed, this is the battery box out of Carla. I'm going to run a sealed Odyssey battery in her, so I don't need this in the car anymore. So I'm going to utilise it on the trailer for the battery. The switching solenoid and everything, I'm going to hide down and under behind it here. That's why I haven't bolted that down yet. I'll probably stash this just down here, out the way, and then I can just run wiring along or underneath the way the light wiring goes to the controller that'll be there. So I'm going to screw that in and I'll bolt this battery box in, and then we'll go about fitting the manual controller. So I'll get all this fitted in and then we'll start wiring it up and we'll see how it all goes. So that's the plan, and I'll get that done, then we'll get back to you. Alright, so I'm going to solder me Anderson plug now. This will help it charge and all that. So I'll get this soldered up before I go put the rest of the wiring together. Takes a bit. I need thicker solder. Oh, that's okay. think I'm just about out of gas here. Where's my cable? Very good, there's one. And there's two soldered on. So I'll let that cool down and I'll put it in the plug, tape it up, and then we will get it ready to hook up on the battery. So we'll see how this goes. All right, got the battery in and fastened down. So now I'm just going to hook it up to the winch. And they're color coded, so you can't go too far wrong. Like that. I'll hide all the cables down here and I'll zip tie it up so they're all hidden and it looks pretty clean. Got the positive here, so we might even hook that up now since everything's just about done. Put that around that way, eh? Make sure she's nipped down. like that. Now we can put the cover on. Like that. Feed the positive down with the rest. And I'll zip tie all that up so it's all well hidden. Now we'll put the controller on. The manual controller. And we'll see how we go. This one's got to be wired up to the battery, so I'll wire that up also. Alright, so I'm going to put the controller here, and then that way I'm going to feed the wiring. I'll follow the light wiring with it, and I'll run it to the controller that way, so it's still hidden. I'll try and keep this as cleanly as possible. And we'll see how we go. Mounted. Now I'll run the wiring and I'll hook that up to the battery, and we'll try this out now. Alright, so I hooked up the wire. There's the single red wire from there. I've hooked it up to the battery power, but I've put two terminals in underneath that you can't see. So that's like a kill switch for the trailer. But now this whole system should be live. I've got it hooked up to the truck and everything ready to go for the pickup tomorrow. So we'll give this controller a go because it's a bit loose at the moment. I'm just going to latch it onto here and we'll tighten it up. Maybe I might get a poppy job in the middle, but hey, look at that. She's a goer. So there we go. It works and it goes in the right direction. So I think I'll call that a win. All I got to do now is just clean up the wires underneath. I'll just zip tie them together and up and out the way, so they don't rub and knock the road and that. But there you go. Alright, so that's probably going to do it for this one. That's the only mod that I had to do this trailer for now. I do want to build a cover to go around it and everything like that, so when I do put the Commodore back on, it doesn't get damaged. There's a lot of money going into that now, so I'll do that. But for now, that'll do this. That's my modification on the trailer. And yeah, now I've got to go pick up our next flip car, which I'm excited about. This one's going to be a beaut. Commonly done, but it's going to be a real beaut. So there'll be another Will It Start episode and stuff like that. So make sure to like, subscribe and share, and you can stay tuned on that. All right, thanks guys.